like Rob's being beamed up.
You couldn't see that in the preview.
No, you couldn't
window.
see it, but now it just looks like your head is just glowing.
Yeah, maybe I just have a glow about me.
You do. Maybe you do have a glow.
Welcome, everybody. I feel like many of you in the U.S. are experiencing a cold snap of sorts. Maybe it's cold where you are. It is also cold where we are. I just checked the temperature on my watch, and it is down to 74 degrees. So that is pretty cold for Thailand.
The funny part is that it is cold for here, and I literally pass people with, I'm not joking, puffy jackets, like the real thick puffy jackets, and parkas with a hood on, like street food vendors.
Yeah, when I walked out,
freezing in the morning when I went out for my walk.
I walked out last night. I actually felt that was kind of cold. So. I don't know how all you guys are doing in your nice cold places. Hey, Travel for Food, welcome. Hey, Elizabeth, Brown Eyed Girl, of course, is here. Monica Stevens, glad to have you. And Travel Artistry VR on the move. Awesome. Maryland waiting for 2 to 4 inches of snow. Ooh.
Yikes.
We're not getting snow here. But it is cold.
We are definitely not getting that.
It is definitely colder than normal here. I'll say that much. Hey, Valerie. What's up, Jack? SoCal Palm Desert. I don't think it's probably cold for you either. Hey, Martin and Tanya. Oh, from Portugal.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Brenda is here from Downsize to Upsize.
Hey, Robert. Glad to have you. Dalton. Alice. Welcome.
Gary, traveling
Gary. Gary's in Sydney. Hey,
you made it to Sydney.
Good, Gary.
You're
Gary,
sort of on our side of the world.
I was watching your story on Instagram, Gary, and it was like Doha. I was like, did Gary go to Doha? So I'm checking for the Sydney content.
He literally did say that out loud. He said,
I was like,
Gary's
is Gary
in
in
Doha?
And I was like, no, it said 2023. So
you tricked him, Gary.
Tricked me for a couple seconds. Hey, Linnell, Poverty to Paradise, welcome. Let's see. Oh, she's on the Carnival Mardi Gras.
Oh. Ooh, getting some kind of treatment there.
Wow.
Electric shocks for detox. Ooh, we'll have to know what that ends up like.
Are you getting it like right now as we're chatting? That's awesome. We need an update on that. Yeah. We did love the thermal suite on the Carnival Mardi Gras.
That was.
Although it is in the basement, kind of like it feels like.
It did feel like it was kind of in the dungeon.
But the thermal.
But it was nice because we had the spa room, so we had the special elevator that took you directly to it, which was kind of nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Right now she's getting it. This is.
Oh my
live.
Gosh.
We should have invited you to be on the chat live with us. Yeah,
yes.
you could have a picture going too. That would be awesome. Maybe we'll do that in Da Nang.
One-way ticket to is in Paraguay. Wow, it's 100 there. Oh my.
100. Wow. Got us beat.
We'll take a pass on that. But do enjoy some time there for us. Hey,
Gail. Welcome. I saw right when I logged in, Gail just became a member of the channel today.
That's right.
So,
you know what? There's actually two special members on here right now.
There are.
Live.
And we just found this out.
We just figured this out, so that's why we're bringing it up.
Okay, so Robert in New York City and Monica Stevens. If you notice, most everybody when they comment doesn't have this, but when they comment, the star next to their name is orange. And that means that they have been a member for the longest time on this channel. There's only 4 people that have an orange star. And 2 of them are in the chat right now. So
yes.
If either of them make a comment, you'll see an orange star pop up. That's how you know.
Dave Poon, you're awake.
Dave, where's Dave?
Greetings from Bangkok. Up late, alone. Haha.
Dave, hope you're doing well. Your dinner looked amazing. I love that.
Standby retirement is here, Linda and William.
That's awesome. Hey, Julie. There's Robert
Ottawa.
commenting. See the orange star next to his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's awesome. So yeah, only 4 people have the orange star. The next level,
Good job.
the next level is yellow. If you were wondering.
Yeah,
that's
pretty cool.
There's about 20 people with yellow.
So apparently we didn't know that.
We didn't know that
because we were talking about it, and then like maybe YouTube was listening to us because we got an email that told us about it. We were like, oh. Then we started researching. We were like, well, that's really cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So Robert, you are one of 4. Same with Monica.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can you can leave questions in the chat. We're gonna talk about stuff, but if you have questions, go ahead and leave them. Hey Cherie by C, welcome. Cherie, we loved your last video, and it was because it was a lot of us were in it.
I was like, oh, hey, there's me.
But we were watching the video, Cherie's video, and when we saw the clip of the traveling hatter, we almost lost it. Because we were talking about that exact moment like 3 weeks ago in the chat. And you somehow captured it and put it in your video. I don't know how you did that.
Cracking up.
And I was saying, like, I was with Cherie a lot on the cruise. I never saw you filming, and then you had this whole, like, I don't know how that happened. You were like stealth filming somehow.
Yeah, he was like, Rob said, I don't remember her filming. I was like, oh yeah, I saw her.
Yeah. So anyway,
you got to be stealth-like in order to catch Rob.
Yeah, brown eyed girl, you got a blue. I was kind of glad Cherie didn't put. I know she has clips of me dancing. I'm guessing. But those did not make the video. So that's probably a positive for everybody. Maybe in a future video, though. You never know. Welcome, Terry. And yeah, Brenda from Downsize to Upsize. She's recently monetized as well. Awesome. Go check her channel out if you want to see. She's doing a channel very interesting. I've never, no one else I think in the YouTube course is doing a channel on that. It's on cleaning, decluttering, organizing,
downsizing, all that kind of stuff. I've actually learned quite a bit through it. Even though I don't have anything to downsize, I'm just like, okay. I still like it. Still watch.
So Traveling Hatter saw the video of himself on Cherie's channel. If you haven't seen the video, it's an amazing video. Go check out Cherie by C's. I think it's the last video, the latest video. And see, Traveling Hatter, his is yellow, so that means that's the other group. So
yeah, I think the orange ones are over a year.
Yeah, orange one is over a year. Yellow is over 6 months.
Yellow's over 6 months.
That's what YouTube said to us. So
yeah.
All right, we're gonna talk about a few things here because we've been just bantering on, which we'll just keep doing that too. But yeah, retirement mile by mile. Yeah, that is a great topic. Downsizing.
It is.
That was one of the hardest things we did.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, and actually. Downsize to Upsize. Brenda did a video about like some of the sentimental stuff too, and it's so true. You know, when we were trying to sell literally everything in our home, you know, it was kind of weird because it's like, oh, like somebody bought us that for when we got married. You know, like we've had this our entire married life, but it's like, do I really need a set of forks and knives and spoons? You know, like there's that whole thing. So she went through a whole thing. You'll have to watch her video, Downsize to Upsize. It's really good. Well, guess who's here? You see all the emojis. You know who it is. It is our daughter, Alexa.
Welcome, Alexa.
Say hello to Alexa.
Alexa's doing fine and kicking in Los Angeles.
She's doing good. She's actually, Alexa, how's your YouTube boot camp going this weekend? She made a YouTube boot camp for herself. She has a YouTube channel. We have it linked down in the description. It's just her name, Alexa Marmion. But she assigned herself a boot camp this weekend. Yeah. So let us know how it's going, Alexa.
Why is the boot camp happening? Your boyfriend's out of town?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's YouTube boot camp. Yeah, Alexa was recently monetized last month. She got 1,000, and then this month she got 3,000. So
crazy.
That's what that's what people don't understand a lot about YouTube is. It's like this just straight, and then all of a sudden just boom.
Yeah.
Like, that's what happens. So.
Alexa says it's going fabulously. New way. Okay. New video almost ready.
Well, good job.
Excited.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to catch myself because we're trying not to talk loud. We're in a hotel. It's midnight.
So we don't want to wake up the people around us. So hopefully you guys can hear us okay with our voices like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny, Linnell. Has anyone else seen Dr. Seuss The Sneetches? Now I Want a Star. That book was actually one of Alexa's favorite books in the whole world. Her favorite story was the very last story, which is the one about the pilgrim pants with nobody inside them. She loved and was frightened at that story at the same time, which was hilarious. I don't know how many times. Do you remember that? You do, yes. Okay. Alexa remembers.
Yeah, and Alexa's channel is on reading, books, reading, going to Barnes and Noble, all things like that. So it's really interesting because a lot of people are doing channels on, like, it's not just travel.
A lot of different things. Yeah.
Things.
Well, the thing is about picking something that you know.
Picking something that you like. Yeah.
And that you can stick with, that you know, so that you don't have to do like research, which is a big pain. It's better if you already know it.
Let's see.
All right.
Cavell Taylor got rid of stuff and sold the house.
Yes.
Oh, congrats.
Nice job.
Somebody asked how long the course was. I think it's 4 or 5 hours, YouTube.
If you watched it all through and didn't watch videos more than once. Yeah.
Okay, so let's break down the IHG sale. If you have questions or you just want to ask questions about other things, leave them in the chat while we break this down. But YouTube, IHG just came out with their point sale. It is 100% bonus for most people, I think. And you buy 100,000 points, you get 100,000 points free. That makes them 0.5 cents per point, which is an amazing value. And now is definitely the time to buy them. You can buy 200,000, you get 200,000 for free. And when you do that, you'll end up with 400,000. You'll probably be able to buy a little bit more at the end of the year, but probably not that many. Usually the limit to about 600,000 total for the year. So we were talking about the strategy for this a little bit because we actually booked, there's a group trip for the Retirement Travel Jumpstart course in Hong Kong, and it's going to be at an IHG hotel, and we were out of points. And Hong Kong's a little more expensive than other places, so we actually canceled one of our Vietnam reservations, not the one in Da Nang that we're going with you guys to. We canceled that one because we knew we could get it back, and we knew we had to get Hong Kong right away. And so, talking about the strategy of this, because IHG Point, you always want to book with points if you can, especially if you have the credit card, which is amazing to get. There is a link to the points and the credit card in the description, but if you have the points and the credit card, every 4th night is free, so it's always cheaper to book with points. You should always be booking with points, but sometimes they run out. So what we realized was there's certain countries that you don't really need to book that far ahead, and there's certain ones that you need to book really far ahead. So we wanted to kind of break that down for you a little bit, and so basically Vietnam, you don't really need to worry about it too much. We found that you can almost always get something in Vietnam. The hardest one is Japan. You need to book that a long time in advance. And then other places like you might think, like Europe and the US, you do need to book in advance, but Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, those are not really countries you need to book. So if you're doing this from a strategy standpoint, use your points at the beginning of the year on Japan and Hong Kong, things like this, and use the ones on South America and Thailand and Vietnam at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So I think that's basically the breakdown of the order you should be doing. Let's see if we got any questions in here.
We do, I think.
Greetings from England.
Alexa got some Frog. You saw some Frog and Toad. Nice. Great books, too.
Margaret's saying, is there a cap on how many points I get to hold? I don't think so. We don't we don't hold that many because we always spend them. Terry says they have 2.5 million. Wow.
Ooh,
That is a lot of points.
that's a lot of points.
Let's see.
Spencer's going to Landmark 72. Enjoy. You're
Wow.
going to love that lounge so much. We miss it all the time.
Yeah. Some of my favorite lounge workers are in there.
Uh-huh.
It's probably the best food in a lounge anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So Landmark 72 in Hanoi, if you're wondering.
Yeah, people are looking for, if you're looking for the link to buy the points, it's in the description below.
Yeah. You log in and check. Did everybody get the 100%? We both got 100%.
Yeah, I think some people maybe didn't, but we did both get the 100%,
Yeah.
which is nice. Although we only bought it on my account.
There should be a link. There should be a link in the description. It's not if you, Christy, you don't log into your like IHG account. It's really hard to find. Sometimes in your IHG account, it'll give you the link to buy the points, but most of the time it won't. So there's a link in our description that'll take you to it. Let's see. Brenda was asking, is Bali a country you have to book way ahead? No, not really. But if you're going on the girls' trip, it is because
because they'll run out of points rooms.
that one they will run out of because there's a lot of people going on that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, so Guy, the upgrades is separate from the 40 nights. The 40 nights is to get the milestone reward, to redeem the milestone reward for access to the lounge. So if you have the IHG card, you get the platinum status right away. So with the card, so you do get upgrades. We got actually quite a few upgrades with just the platinum status. So you don't have to have the 40 nights in order to get that. As long as you have the card, you get the platinum status, which we do have linked below. So if you don't have the card, make sure that you get that, because also you get that 4th night free.
Yeah. N-Rush is saying he got 80%. Would you buy that? We would probably wait.
Yeah.
Well, I probably would have bought them this time because I had an urgent need.
Because we needed the points.
If you have an urgent need, it's fine to buy them at 80, but you'll probably get 100 in a few months. But if you see the 100, like not everybody gets the 100 all the time. So if you log in and you get the 100 today, you should buy them because next time you'll probably get 80.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing.
IHG redemptions in Bangkok, probably the best one is, we talk about this one all the time, is the Holiday Inn Central Pier. Is a great place to redeem. It's a great location, great hotel, great staff. The breakfast is amazing. And yeah, and the points is really good. And if you have platinum, they will give you a little upgrade there too. In Taipei, we've never stayed in an IHG. We've always stayed in a Hyatt there. So I don't really have any recommendations for IHG in Taipei.
Yeah, we usually stay Hyatt in Taipei.
Did we miss any other ones? Make sure we get everybody.
Is it worth it to get the points now if you're not traveling till 2025? Yeah, because some of those places, like if you don't book them now, there's only a certain number of points rooms. And that's the problem, is that, one hotel might only have 10 rooms that they'll give out on points. So after that, you have to pay cash and it's going to be a lot more.
Yeah.
So you're not booking against the hotel selling out, you're booking against the points rooms selling out.
Yeah, that's why it's such a big deal in places like Japan and Hong Kong and in Europe and the US, because those hotels do get used by people with points a lot. So you definitely want to get those way ahead of time. Those are the ones to book first, and then some of your other travel.
VR, Travel Artistry VR, I think that's Vanessa, right? How far in advance do you book transportation for Southeast Asia? We usually do 6 months.
Yeah. If we're coming from the US or coming from here.
Yeah.
Because here we book it only if we need to have proof of onward travel. Like when we flew this time back to Thailand from the US, we booked our next country ticket because usually you have to have a ticket out. But because we had the visa, we didn't need it this time, so we didn't have to prove it. So I'm not sure. how
Yeah.
far I would do it. If we're just doing here, we just do it within a few months, like maybe 3-ish months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in Japan, we just get train tickets the week of.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to get them
Walk
ahead
up
of
to the
time.
window, buy them, you're good to go. Unless it's Golden Week.
Monica was offered the deal in the app. See, that's the thing. IHG is kind of
interesting.
crazy. Some people get the
Yeah.
deal right in the app. Some people don't see it at all.
I actually found it by accident because I kept checking to see if I could get points because we were trying to rebook the Vietnam hotels that we had booked. I kept checking and it finally came up. I was like, got the 100. So I didn't even get any email or anything because I was checking it constantly.
Let's see. People, it looks like everyone's excited for the Bali trip. So let's talk about that a minute. I have some info on the Bali trip.
I'm excited for that too. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, so the Bali trip is a girls' trip. I will not be there. I don't know where I'm going to be.
No boys allowed.
But I don't know where I'm going to be. And that's for members of the Retirement Travel Jumpstart community. If you're in the course, you're in the community automatically. And all the details are in there of what hotel to book. It's just like basically book your own hotel, that kind of thing. They're just going to be doing it. And then Allie's organizing. We have some friends there who are tour guides, and they're organizing all the amazing tours for everybody. And so then we'll just collect that money and pay them.
Mm-hmm.
But so far there's 19 people. Oh no, that's Hong Kong. There's 14 women signed up for the girls trip so far. So that's almost
half full.
Almost half full, yeah. And it's going to be great. So I think you guys are going to have an amazing time.
I think so.
I did want to say this too, because one of the members of the community, Robert, I don't think he's on here right now, a different Robert than Robert NYC, said that he had some guest of honor certificates that he wanted to give away, and we are planning on giving our guest of honor certificates that we accumulate this year to people going on the Bali girls trip. So we're going to try to encourage that and see as many of the people that go as we can get them guest of honor. So you'll be globalist for the week at your hotel too. So we're going to try to figure that out as we go. We'll probably have a way for you to donate a certificate to the women going on the trip if you
so
want
that we
to.
could get as many of us as possible access to the lounge.
And then another trip happening at the end of this year in October is the Dave Poon birthday trip too.
That's right.
This is the Hong Kong group trip at the end of October. We have 19 people, looks like, signed up for that so far. They still do have points rooms available, which is kind of amazing.
I
so
know.
If you haven't,
that is surprising.
do that. And then we have How Long Bay, which is limited to 10 people. There are 8 people signed up, so there's 2 spots left. So if you want to go to How Long Bay with us, we're going to get a private cruise from our tour guide there. Go in the community and let us know, because that's going to be amazing. There's just 2 spots left. It could be a couple or 2 people. And I think I saw HJ Dreams was in here. That's Heather. If you're in here, Heather, let me know.
I don't remember seeing it on here.
Yeah, I saw it a while ago. So,
Yeah.
So anyway, the Hong Kong is going to be, or the How Long, they're all going to be amazing. So yeah, lots of opportunities for group trips coming up.
Elizabeth saw the video about the pool room that we got, and they had the bug spray. It's just because of the hotel was like in a very lush, like the property was really lush, so there were like a lot of bugs, but like in other places there might not be as many. It just depends on where you are. It's just that hotel specifically, it was like so lush, and there were just, it wasn't awful, because I'm a person that gets bit by mosquitoes very easily. They don't even look at Rob, they don't even think about Rob. They see me and they just come dive bombing right towards me. But I did really well. I think I only got bit maybe 1 time in the time that we were there, so that's not bad. It's actually really good for me if there's mosquitoes around, so.
Yeah, see, there's HJ Dreams. They tried to use points in Japan in May.
Yeah.
No more rooms.
Yeah, that's way too,
yeah.
You gotta do it basically a year out, because they book up so fast.
Yep. Was it humid in the room with the pool?
Surprisingly not. I actually thought it was going to be, but the air in there is really nice. So it kind of evened it all out.
The pool was heated, like it was
so
warm.
nice.
It wasn't a hot tub, but it was definitely warmer than normal.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised by, but it was amazing. Like that would have been a dream as a kid.
Yeah.
Like if you had a kid.
Yeah.
It was a dream now, but it was awesome. Let's see here.
You have to, Akeisha, you have to log in. Once you click on the link down there, you log in so you can see what offer you're getting.
If there is no offer, you may not be getting an offer.
Yeah.
Let's see. Alexa says, Rob, you can have your own YouTube boot camp during the girls' trip. I have done that before.
Get ready for a lot of texts from your dad that week, Alexa.
Yeah, the week, Alexa, the week that your mom and you drove you out to California, I was by myself in a hotel in New York.
Right.
I had it wasn't a YouTube boot camp, it was a blogging, photoshopping boot camp. I spent a week photoshopping. Travel for Food says, what do you need to do to sign up for the trip? So the trips are for people in the Retirement Travel Jumpstart community. So you would just need to be enrolled in that course. The link is in the description. Then you're automatically enrolled in the community and all the details are in there. And you just, there's a thread, like it's a forum, and there's a thread of what it's all going to be and who's all going. You just comment in there, I'm going, I'm booked, and then you're in, and we'll put you on the list.
Oh, Rob A is here. It's one-way ticket too.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Sorry, Robert.
Sorry. Yeah, that was a great idea you had. We are going to try to give our World of High.
We're gonna save ours up because we don't have anybody else to give it to.
Usually
we give it to people in the communities of the courses, but and we gave 2 away on the cruise too, didn't we? On the group cruise.
Yeah. Let's see. David Harrell is waiting for the Oklahoma State football schedule to be released before we know if we can go to Hong Kong and Sarah to the girls' trip. Yeah.
Brenda, adding you to the group. I'll tag you in the post in the community so you can see all the details.
Let's see. Retired Life Mexico has 1 million points. 30 nights in Portland. Yeah, you do. You do get the free night no matter how much. So if you book 4 nights, you get 1 night free. If you book 8, you'll get 2 free. So if you book, I would book 28, and then you'll get 7 free. If you book 30, you're book 28 or 32. You'll get an extra night free.
Yeah.
So My Blessed Life is asking if I sign up for the YouTube class, will that include me in the community trips too? No, that is for the retirement class, not for the YouTube. But there is, so I will tease this now because it's a good time to do it. Yeah.
Sure.
There is a trip that's going to be for the YouTube community coming up and the retirement community. It's going to be for both communities. And it's one that Jeff Melson, who's not on here today, I don't think, suggested a couple weeks ago, and we loved it. And it's a bucket list trip for us.
Again, a repeat bucket list trip for us.
So it is going to be an Iceland and Norway trip in the summer of 2026. And that's going to be for YouTube and Retirement Travel Jumpstart. And that is almost like all the T's crossed and I's dotted. Probably in the next
almost done.
In the next 2 weeks.
We'll put it in the communities.
Yeah. In the next 2 weeks, we will have that ready for everybody.
Looks like Spencer got the 200 plus the 200. I like the way you typed that out.
The Rush Clan says, is membership access like for life if we take the YouTube class for our members? Yeah. So it's one time. It's not like a yearly thing. It's just once.
For the community for the courses, yes.
Yeah, it's just once. And it's for life. I guess yours or ours.
Brown Eyed Girl wants to know what YouTube boot camp is. Well, here's just a fun little aside thing, is that our family, we like to name things that we're going to do, like give it a fun name, because then we think it's going to be easier to do. So we give ourselves like little challenges and then we name them. And so that's what Alexa has done here. She gave herself a challenge of getting some extra videos done for her YouTube channel. And so since she was going to put herself kind of on lockdown and get that done, then she called it YouTube Boot Camp. So in line with the family tradition of naming things, she named it YouTube Boot Camp.
Brian D, you can use any card to pay for the points. They don't code as travel because you're actually buying them from points.com.
Yeah.
So it won't matter. You're just gonna get whatever one, like your whatever card is fine. Yeah, Brenda, we did transfer points from Chase, and it depends if you. We had to actually call in the first time we did.
Yeah, we did. The first time we had to call in, but now we just do it and it's no problem. But the first time we did have to call them, so I would do that.
Yeah. So yeah, traveling, Hatter and Robert, Iceland. Oh, and some of the things we're doing in Iceland is like on my bucket list for Iceland. We missed them last time. So
we could only get so much done in the 2 weeks we were there.
Yeah.
And we had a car.
Yeah. And Norway is just like, yeah, that's going to be awesome. So, yes.
Hey, Aravinda, welcome.
Hey, Aravinda.
Good morning. It's also good morning for us because it is 12:30 in the morning, but it's now Monday. Is it Monday? Yes, Monday.
Brenda's son is doing a week-long hike in Iceland. Yeah, the hiking there is amazing.
That'll be fun, yeah.
We saw the Northern Lights there and did some amazing hikes. We only had a week in Iceland. It
was incredible. We had some amazing experiences there and have been trying to get back for a while.
Yeah. The lava flows. I didn't know there were lava flows in Iceland.
Yes. I don't know if there's some right now, but there are some from time to time for sure.
Let's see.
My Blessed Life, yes, it does. I would do that. It makes the most sense, and then you'll have access to both communities.
Shri, are you going on a cruise this year in August 2025?
Let's see. Yes. Oh, yes. She says 2025.
Wow. We're gonna need some tips from you then. You may like it so much you want to go back in 2026.
Okay. Guy says there was a recent eruption. Yeah.
Because it sounds like we might have the Traveling Hatter. We might have Robert in New York City on that cruise. That's gonna be a good time.
David Harrell says their New Zealand trip starts in 35 days. Oh, nice. Ooh, that's a good deal. $770 per person round trip. Wow. Nice.
Ben got the 400,000. That's awesome. First time
Nice.
Used an affiliate link ever.
Brave new world, Ben.
Thank
Congrats.
you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. I don't know, when is the total eclipse? Summer of 2026. I haven't heard about that yet. But it is going to be the land of it's going to be a lot of sunlight.
The midnight sun, they say.
Yeah. Robert, if you want to see Gary, he makes a cameo in Cherie's latest video.
But he's much more fun in person.
He is much more fun. Or you can just go to his social media.
Or just go follow the Traveling Hatter.
Yeah, if you just Google the Traveling Hatter, I'm sure you'll find all the Gary info.
You'll get all the Gary you want there.
No, we always need more Gary.
Let's see. Did we miss any more?
You didn't miss anything, Shri. We just are coming up with this week. So we're gonna announce it.
Shri, guess I'm going twice. Yes, you are.
We're gonna announce it. We're kind of announcing it now, I guess, but we're gonna announce it for real which one it is.
Oh, Alexa is telling us total eclipse coming August 12th, 2026.
Wow.
She says.
No,
Look at you, Alexa.
We're gonna go before that.
It'll be before that. Yeah. We'll miss it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see.
So if you didn't, kind of a quick recap for anybody who's joining us here. Quick recap is we're talking about the IHG sale, among other things, as always. IHG Points sale. So some people are getting the 100% offer. We have a link down below. Click it and see what log in and see what the offer is for you. A lot of people are getting 100%. So that means you could buy as many as 200,000 and get another 200,000 for free, which is an incredible deal. They do this sale a few times a year, and we just kind of shared a few of the places that are best to book as far in advance as possible if you're going to Japan, Hong Kong, Europe, and any trips in the US, because hotels only have so many points that they have so many rooms allotted for booking with points, and those places are the ones that book up the fastest. Like if you try to book a hotel room in Japan with points for next month, it's not going to happen. So those are the places to book in advance.
Wait, Gary has an Iceland video somewhere, people are saying? I need to know where that is. I need to see that. Somebody tell me where Gary's Iceland video is. And also we need to check in on Dave, Poon, and Linnell. Dave, are you still awake? And Linnell, are you still in your treatment?
Linnell, yeah. How's that treatment going?
And Monica is asking, I missed that too, a group cruise. Okay, so to avoid confusion, you didn't miss anything, but I was trying to tease the next trip that we're planning.
It's the worst tease ever.
It was the worst one ever. So I'm gonna have to just tell you.
Oh boy.
I shouldn't be in charge of that.
He should not be in charge of such things.
So there is gonna be a group cruise to Norway and Iceland announced in the next couple of weeks. It'll be announced probably in the next 2 weeks. And it's for 2026. And Monica, you need to go. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. So, let's see.
Linnell's finished her shocks and now she's doing seaweed wrap. Boy, it's a tough life over there, Linnell. I like it.
Yeah, spending the day at the spa.
Yes, thank you, brown-eyed girl. Rob is now being... He's gonna take the rights away for him to do teases ever again.
In my defense, when we talk in public, I don't say anything because I know she's gonna get a better deal than I am. So I just stay quiet.
He just stands there like a bodyguard. And the funny part is, probably because of the difference in our skin color, not everybody assumes that we're together. So we'll go to a hotel, I'll go to the counter to do the checking in process, and he usually stands like one step behind me and kind of off to the side. I don't know why you do that, but you've done that for ages. And so then if another counter comes open, then they're like, oh, can I help you, sir? And he's like, no, I'm with her. Happens to us really quite often, honestly. The other day we went to a restaurant. They asked us if we wanted our meals on the same bill. I was like, yeah, I'm not paying for this. I'm like, he's paying. So
yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I think from long story short, Rob's not doing any more teases.
Yeah.
That's it. Banned.
Yes, Cherie, the cruise is going to be for YouTube and retirement travel, both.
For both.
You're in both, though, so it doesn't matter. Downsize to upsize, Brenda. Thank you. I appreciate that.
It is a sore subject here, Brenda. Poor Rob.
I don't like to hear about that from anybody but someone else that can commiserate with me.
Yes.
And I know that Jeff does, so tell him from me that, yeah, I'm feeling it for him. It was a tough one.
IHG Points in Seoul.
Yeah.
So what's the best option? Yes.
We are going to the Voco. Seoul. Gangnam Style.
Yes. I don't know about style, but it's going to be in Gangnam.
And Dave is still up. Dave, I'm surprised. You've got to be jet lagged.
Yeah, that's probably why he's up. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
He's been eating some spicy food here.
You've done more in Bangkok, Dave, in 2 days, than I did in a month.
Rob can only do one activity a week. I'll do like 5 or 6 things that he's like, okay, which is the best one that I should go to?
I was sick though. Of course.
He was.
Yeah.
But it's still the same whether you're sick or not.
Probably. So yeah, I did go to Icon Science.
Oh goodness.
Let's see. Oh, Linnell's got the offer.
Oh good. Yes. Get those points, Linnell.
Let's see.
Monica's canceling her other cruise.
Shanzi's saying there's links to other. Yeah, we have all the links down there just in case anyone ever needs them. So like, I think Hyatt has a 20% point sale right now, which is actually good for Hyatt. Mm-hmm. But the best one right now is IHG. Mm. Yeah, Dave is a trooper. He is still up.
Kevin, no, we do not have a storage locker. We used to. When we started 7 years ago, we started with one. And then we realized after a year and a half, we never went to it and we never used anything that was in it. So we said, no, thank you. So we sold everything in it and just said, that's it. We don't need any of it. And we didn't. We actually never think about anything that was in there and just, never looked back. We're actually not.
Yeah.
It felt pretty good to get rid of everything.
Let's see. I'd love to see a video on jet lag tips. I would love to also. The older I get, the worse it gets.
It's not as bad coming this way. It's always really bad when we go back to the U.S. I don't know why that is.
Because we sleep on somebody's couch.
That's right. That's right. Alexa's got us sleeping on her couch.
Let's see. David Harrell is asking, David, hey David, so I was reading this investing advice on Morningstar.com. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. And the guy's name is David Harrell. Is that you? So I don't know if it is, but I don't think it is because I don't think you live there. But anyway, I saw another David Harrell this week. I was like, I thought I might know 2 David Harrells. Speaking of getting sick, I noticed that travel bloggers seem to get sick a lot. Is it related to the travel? I would say probably most travel bloggers like to blog about themselves getting sick because it's like drama. But like when we're sick, we do not like to blog.
We just lay low.
We never. I guess
we
talk about
no one really wants to, see me blowing my nose 100 times.
But I will say that we tend to get sick when we push ourselves, like way too far.
If we do too much fast travel, which is why we went from when we first started, we were doing more fast travel, 2 weeks or less in different locations, whereas now we try to stay a month or more, obviously visa pending. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why we don't travel as fast as we used to when we started 7+ years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, JG. Appreciate that. Let's see. David says that's not him. So I now know 2 David Harrells.
Got it.
The Rush Clan says, if at 80% now, what's the best way to catch it when it goes up to 100? It won't change during this sale. It'll be the next sale.
Yeah. So wait till the end. I think it's through the end of the month, right?
Yeah.
So wait till February, and then I would check it. Like that's what I was doing. That's why I caught the sale early. I spotted it before, I got an email or they said anything in the app because I was checking it. And I'm not gonna lie, probably 3-4 times a day. Until it finally popped up. We just were sitting on the balcony at our last place and I was like, I got it.
Yeah, we got to check out this app for getting over jet lag. Although
There you go, time shifter.
We're here now.
We're going to be here for a while, but when we go back, maybe. Thank you, Valerie.
I am fully shifted to Asia.
That's right.
Yeah, some of you are going to need that in Da Nang.
That's right. David Kirkaby, yes, 5 years, because that's how long they give you on your driver's license, and then you have to go back and renew. So that's pretty good. 5 years is not bad.
No one's mentioned that my head is glowing.
Well, we talked about it
I know,
at the beginning.
But not many people were.
It does look like you're going to be beamed up by Scotty at any time. It's always hard lighting with us because like one of us always looks weird if we have lights on. But that light is literally right over his head and there's not one over mine. Sorry about Rob's incredibly shiny head today.
Yeah. I'm an angel.
Oh, that is one way to look at. He is an angel.
That is a good way to look at it. I thought about switching spots, but it seemed like
it's too much work now.
There's a lot of cords.
No, you know what happened is that when you do the live, like I preset it up in my phone, and two things happen. First of all, it always zooms out more than the way that I have it, and the lighting doesn't always show the same way. Once it actually goes live, the lighting changes and it zooms out. So this is wider than I had it set. I had it set here and there. So I don't know. YouTube really messes
Alexa
up.
Says I'm
shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond. That's right. Let's see. Brent, there's a couple of questions on vaccines.
On what?
I am being interrogated about my teasing this trip, Gary.
He is the hot lights on him. What did you say? Somebody was asking about some.
Brenda and
vaccines?
Monica were asking about vaccines and visas. So for Bali,
there are no vaccine requirements, but there are suggestions.
Yeah, you do have to do something for Bali now, though, before you get there. Like you have to pay a visitor's tax.
But you can do it in person. I would. I'll send all that information out in the group so everybody knows when to apply, and I'll send you the real link and everything, because there's also a lot of fake sites out there that will try to, charge you more to do the visa. So I'll put that all in the group for everybody at the appropriate time, and with plenty of time for you guys to do it, because it's better if you have the visa already done before you get there, and it's much faster. I love it. We just zip right through the electronic passport scanner thing instead of having to go see an actual border control person. So that's extremely helpful. I'll have that in the group. But as far as the vaccines, Bali has no requirements, but the US does have some suggestions. Completely up to you what you decide to do.
Yeah, same for Thailand and Vietnam, Monica. You don't have to get anything, but you can get things.
Correct.
So it's all up to you. Yeah, Linnell, you're still listening. I made the world's worst tease of this cruise, and so I had to just announce it at the end of the day, which is we're going to do a group cruise to Norway and Iceland in the summer of 2026. But we're going to announce it in like 2 weeks when we have all the final details. So look out for that. It's going to be amazing, though. Let's see. I think I missed some things here. Yes. Shanzi, you do need to have an IHG One Rewards account to buy the points, and they are only then good for IHG hotels. So it could be Holiday Inn, Voco, Intercontinental. They got like
Crown Plaza.
18 brands.
They have a ton of different ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
And getting the account itself is free.
Do you do anything to be exempted from jury duty? Yeah, when you sign up in this county for your
The
residence,
one we did in South Dakota.
they don't call people because they know who you are.
They know who you are. They know you don't live there. That you're not physically there.
Right.
Yes, one-way ticket too. It's very easy online. It's much easier than the Vietnam one.
Calvin says he liked the hotels Asia versus US. Yeah, that
Big
was
difference.
that was a 35,000 point
Yeah.
hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Had its own pool. Oh, I love that place.
Own pool inside the room, which was just mind-boggling. And it wasn't like just a little plunge pool. You could actually do laps in there.
Yeah, it was big.
And it had like the jets with a bench with the jets, which was really nice for my back.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Julie, you can't bring your dog on a cruise. No, not normally. Let's see. Thank you, Ty. Yeah, we enjoyed making that one. Enjoyed staying there. The staff at that hotel,
Oh,
that was
man.
that was in Thailand. Amazing. The staff's been amazing. Everywhere.
Mm-hmm. But the staff at that hotel was absolutely insane. That level of service there was just crazy. It was amazing. Wow.
Yeah. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate that very much. Martin and Tanya, Safari Summer 2026. That's what we're looking at. It's further. It's taking longer to plan.
Right.
The cruise
a little bit more complicated.
The cruise came together very quickly.
So we are working on that.
Yeah, Robert, I was pretty mad about that.
He was
Robert
like,
in
where
New
am I
York
supposed
City.
to put my Xbox? I was like,
Yeah.
We're swimming, babe. We're not Xboxing here.
So I was
We're not watching any shows.
I was playing this game, Robert, and it was like you had to have I had a login streak going. Like I had a streak of like 30 some days, and you get some prize if you log in like 40 days in a row. And I was like, I got in there and I saw the TV. I was like, there's no way I can log in. So I lost my streak.
Oh, the Traveling Hatter says the Queen Mary 2 has a kennel for dogs.
Oh, well, that's the
There
one.
you
then.
go.
Thanks, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the one. Yeah.
Good to know.
I don't
Not
even,
that we have a dog, but
I don't even think we turned the TV on in that.
we didn't.
We didn't. We turned the TV on here in this hotel tonight just to see what channels, and we were flipping through the Thai channels, and there was a Thai version of the Family Feud on, all in Thai. So we didn't understand a whole lot,
But we laughed.
we laughed because they were using hand motions for most of it.
Let's see. Oh, Brenda wonders if they're allowed on trains. Brenda, if you're asking if they're allowed on U.S. trains, on Amtrak, you are allowed to bring animals. There's a size restriction, and there's a number of dogs per train. There's like a limit. So you have to make sure you book in advance if you're going to bring one on a train in the U.S. I don't know about other countries, but as far as the U.S., I know that much.
And you have to get a pet ticket for Amtrak.
Yes. So you have to actually call in and make sure you have that, or you will not be able to bring
Yeah,
your pet.
and they can only go so far. Like they can't go
That's right.
52 hours. They limit them to a certain number of hours because
For obvious bathroom
that's just what
reasons.
they do.
Because there's only stops at certain places, so it gets pretty complicated if you're trying to get a dog to go to the bathroom on the train.
One more thing I wanted to bring up while we're talking about things, just random things, is we do get asked this question a lot. It hasn't come up today, but
I'm actually shocked it didn't come up today.
it almost always does. Oh, thank you, Liontail88. Really do appreciate that.
Aw, thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you very much. Insurance does come up a lot, and for people that are doing either short-term or long-term like us, and we actually, if you look in the description to all of our videos, at the very bottom there's usually a thing about SAFETYWING, and they contacted us this week and they said we've changed our entire program. So we set up a call with them to see what it was all about, because we're like, well, we might as well find out.
Because we were thinking about switching.
And they did listen to like what the problems are for Nomad Insurance, because now what they've done is they've combined the travel insurance like you would get for like going on a cruise with medical. And they've done it in a way that it works. So if you're looking for that kind of thing, we currently have other insurance that we've already paid, but you know, we looked at it and it is now pretty competitive, depending on what your needs are. So it's not going to work for everybody. I don't know, what your needs are or where you're at, but it will work for some people. So if you're interested in insurance, it's now combined, medical and travel. That's something to look at.
Glowbeam got the offer, $400,000. Good, that's awesome. Yay.
2-week trip to Japan. What hotels would you recommend?
What cities? 2-week trip?
I would recommend Tokyo.
Yeah, Tokyo, obviously, for sure. I would
Tokyo.
definitely do Osaka because it's a good contrast between those two cities. They're so different. I really like both of those. And if you're looking for something a little bit more off the beaten path to add to it, you could do Kanazawa.
Yeah, Tokyo is really hard for IHG though. It's really expensive. I don't think we've ever stayed at an IHG in Tokyo. Just too much. It's
only ever been any of the other ones. We did Marriott, Hilton, and Hyatt in Tokyo.
Yeah. Yeah, Ron says SAFETYWING doesn't cover pre-existing conditions. That is true. They don't. So it's not going to work for everybody, but it will work for some people depending on your situation.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They don't cover the pre-existing condition for the complete, but it doesn't matter if you're doing the essential.
Yeah. Let's see. Margaret says it was a German Shepherd with a diaper.
Oh my.
On a flight. I've never seen that.
Huh. Terry wants to know if you can get points discount when you book for a month or more.
Where's
right
that?
Here. Terry?
Not normally. No, it's just the normal. Not normally. You can't really get a discount for that. Let's see. Do you know any of your trusted companies that hire remote work for unskilled basic remote work? Well, there are a lot of things you could do. We do have a video on this channel about ways you can make money while you're working. Probably the number one in that situation is teaching English.
Yeah, teaching English online.
Yeah. That's probably the one that people do the most.
Rigo, yeah, you can choose to not go to big cities if you don't enjoy big cities. There's lots of other places to go. There's beach towns. You can go out to, further out from the big cities. You just pick wherever you want to go.
Let's see. Yeah, Calvin, I wish it could, he's talking about Medicare, it could be used overseas. That's the real problem is that, like right now, if you're on the healthcare.gov stuff, there's no pre-existing conditions with that. They'll take you for anything.
Right.
But overseas, they will, that doesn't work overseas. So here's the funny thing though, is that we started researching this, and like when we were in, we were looking at prices of just different treatments for here in Thailand and for Vietnam and all these places, and it's like almost no matter what you were diagnosed with, it would almost never come to $5,000. Like that's just and so it's like it's so different because it's hard for us to wrap our head around it, but it's very difficult to get to your $5,000 deductible, which is what we have. It's very difficult. So the pricing is just so different that once you realize what the pricing is, then the insurance is almost like, because most people here don't have insurance, so it's just a different system.
Yeah.
Like we were talking to people today about going to the doctor, and it's like you don't go to the doctor, you just go to the pharmacy and you tell them,
and the pharmacist will tell you what you need.
Tell you for free what you need, and they just give it to you. You don't go to the doctor to get a prescription. You just go to the pharmacy and they give you your prescription, and it's like $5 to get the medication.
Or less.
So it's a completely different system, which is hard to wrap your head around.
Yeah, I mean, I had my surgery and it still didn't meet the $5,000 deductible. I had major surgery 5 days in the hospital, and it was still didn't make $5,000 deductible.
Yeah. Yeah, Gary, that's the hard part, is buying it. And then, like, once you get on one, it's best to stay on one, because then anything, you know, it's best not to
Exactly.
flip around. But
Yeah, that's why we're toying with switching now to SAFETYWING instead of waiting, because it's just, now that they've made, you know, these changes, which make a lot more sense to us, then, you know, we can just stay on one and then not have, you know, not switch again. Because like you said, you know, the older you get, the more things pop up, and then you got pre-existing junk.
yeah. Kristen says, what insurance were you talking about? We're talking about SAFETYWING, which there's a link in the description to that. We just talked with them. They just revamped some of the stuff, and there's a lot of problems with buying insurance as a nomad. And so their insurance is the first one that's specifically designed for nomads. So here's the problem. Almost all the other international insurances you see are designed for someone like, say, Retired Life Mexico, who is from the US and they're moving to Mexico, and that's just where they're going to be. They're just going to be in Mexico. They have an address, they have everything, you know, that's just their home. That's what all the existing insurances are designed for. The first insurance that has said, oh, but there's these other people that don't have a house. They're not in just one country. They roam the world, which is what we do. SAFETYWING is the first insurance that we've seen that is designed specifically for that purpose. And that is our exact situation and a lot of your situations. So it's a lot less murky because they've designed it specifically for nomads.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised. I'm not a big lover of having to get insurance, but you know, it's life, and you don't want to do anything silly and not have insurance. So, but after this conversation with them, I was really shocked that they actually listened to what we actually needed, to what people actually needed in our situation, because no one was providing the service that people like us actually need, while also providing the travel insurance with the medical. It's actually an incredible revamp of their program. I was pretty shocked, honestly. I was not expecting an insurance company to actually do something like that. Yeah, you're right, Margaret. My surgery would have been over 100,000, and they'd have kicked me out of the hospital in a day. They were asking me if I wanted to stay longer, and I was like, please, no more. I don't want to be in the hospital any longer. Not for any bad reason, because they treated me like a royalty, but only because I was tired of being in the hospital. My sister just donated her kidney, and they sent her home the next day, you guys. She donated a kidney, and they sent her home the next day. I was like, are you joking? It was so crazy. And like I said, in Malaysia, they kept saying, do you want to stay another day? Do you want to stay another day? Would you like to stay another day? Finally, I said, no, that's it. I'm leaving.
Yeah. So, hey, Dave, did you go to the pharmacy right there by the hotel?
No, I think they went to one in Chinatown.
Okay, so Dave's saying he went to a pharmacy today in Thailand and
chatted with them.
Spoke perfect English. $9 for 2 things done. USA is upside down.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I went to the pharmacy right near the hotel, the Central Pier, and I was like getting some of my long-term medication that I take regularly, and I just get it here because it's easy. And so I walked in there, and I was like, I want to get 3 months worth of this stuff. And they were like, okay, well, we don't have that much here. We'll order it. It'll be here tomorrow. And I didn't realize that it was Christmas Eve, the day that I went in there and did it, because you kind of get mixed around. And so I was like, man, I ordered this, but they said to come get it tomorrow on Christmas Day. And I was like, well, I was like, gonna maybe just wait a day. And then Christmas Day, I was like, well, I'm gonna go out for a walk anyway. I walk right by there. They were open till midnight on Christmas Day. I walked in there, and they were like, oh, here's your medicine. They're like, oh, I'll never forget. They're just like, and Merry Christmas to you. And they're like they don't even celebrate Christmas, and they're just like, they knew it was important to me, so they were just like, perfect English, Merry Christmas to you. It was like $4 a month for the medication, and they were up until midnight, and I was just like, it was crazy, and they were so genuinely concerned for you that like you just don't feel that.
Yeah, whenever they would see us come in there, when we first got to Thailand, we were both sick, and so we would go in there and they would be like, you know, how are you feeling? Or like when I got to feeling better and I would go pick more medication up for him, they would be like, oh, how's he doing today? What do you need from us today? And then they would get it, and it was absolutely insane. They were so, so kind.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see.
What are we getting down to the last few questions?
One-way ticket. Monica's looking to get from Da Nang to Bangkok. You should be able to do it. One-way ticket, yeah. You may have to go through Saigon, but...
Yeah, probably. Or Hanoi, one or the other.
Yeah.
Depends on who you go through.
Cherie, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
Retired Life Mexico uses TRICARE overseas. Okay.
Yeah. We use a different one too. All right. If you have, let's see. It's if you have any, we'll do rapid fire. If you have any
fire.
questions,
If you have any more, otherwise,
put them in there.
I'm gonna put my PJs on and go to bed.
Because we have breakfast in the morning at 10:30.
This is big business.
Got to be breakfast by 10:30. Yeah. May not make it.
Yeah, because on the weekends they do it to 11, and then you know that was something we did notice in the U.S. is that the breakfast in the hotels was only till like 9:30 or 10, and then like over here, the breakfasts are 10:30, ends at 10:30 during the week, and on the weekends it's till 11. I was like, what? It was very nice.
Yeah.
Looks like everybody's booking their flights to Da Nang.
Yeah.
Very nice.
We haven't booked ours yet, have we? No, we got to get those.
We don't book it that far though. That's
Yeah.
too far for us. Too far in advance for us.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank you,
Appreciate
guys.
everybody being on here. Let's see. Okay, where are we going to be next week? We'll be here still.
Here, yeah.
Yeah.
We're moving to a new city. Oh, we'll be talking about some retirement village stuff when we move to the next place.
Thank you, Brown Egg
Yeah.
Girl. Oh, yeah.
You got hotel redemptions for Bobby and KL?
Yeah, there's a real good one there. Oh, shoot, what is it? I don't think any of the KL people are here right now. There's a brand new hotel.
Oh, yeah, they did. You just told me that. What was it? You want to look it up? Well, I'll chat with you while Rob looks it up.
I don't think that's IHG though. I think there's a brand new Hyatt Centric.
Okay, I can't remember what it is.
I think it's a Hyatt Centric. Yeah. There's a lot of cheap hotels in KL. It just depends on your dates. And they're all pretty good. If you can get the Intercontinental cheap, it has a lounge. The Crown Plaza is new.
Yeah, Julie, the Crown Plaza is new. You're right.
Yeah, the Crown Plaza is quite nice. The Hyatt Centric is brand new.
Okay, yep.
So those would be the ones I would check out.
Nice. Very nice. All right, I think we got all the questions. Yeah?
Yeah? Okay, well, we're going to go to bed.
Yes.
And we will see you next week. Hopefully I won't botch any trip updates next week. And I will fix the glowing. We'll switch sides.
Next week because we're gonna. Yeah, my bun will be glowing then. I'd like to look like an angel. Who said you look like an angel? I want that.
Here, lean over here.
I won't look like that.
See what you look like.
Oh, let's see. No, I don't look like an angel. My skin just absorbs the light. Yours just reflects it. Such is life trying to take a picture
Rush
with the
Clan
two
wants
of
us to stay up all night.
Stay up, pull an all-nighter. We've never done one. I think the longest live we did was like an hour and a half. But I know some people go longer. I know Kevin from 30 and a Wake Up, he does a live for like 2 hours.
3 hours. 3 hours.
How do you do that?
Yeah, if Kevin sees this, we need to tag team alive.
That's right. That's what we should do.
That's what we should do in Da
Thank you,
Nang.
Cherie.
We should have like one of us on the line
Yes,
at all times.
we just keep cycling people through.
Yeah,
Oh my
avoid that
goodness.
snow.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they're getting all these storms. It's
They
crazy.
say Kevin loves them more because he stays on longer.
I guess.
He's dedicated.
He's better than we are.
He's dedicated to the live.
He is a nice guy, though.
Well, no, you know what the thing is? Kevin wakes up really early.
He does.
So he can do the live
Yeah.
like at a good time.
Yeah.
For us, we do the live at midnight because
We're sleepyheads. We go to
We're-
bed late and we get up
we're
late.
sleeping in. Yeah. It's probably because he was in the military. I think he's got that wake up discipline.
wake up early thing. Yeah.
We do not. Dave Poon is still awake.
Dave, go to bed. Oh goodness.
Dave.
All right.
Awesome to see you. And I hope Linnell makes it through the treatment.
HJ Dream says same thing. Same happens to me and my husband. He always looks like my shadow. Yep, that's basically.
Okay.
We're always trying to keep Rob from looking like this and me from looking like I'm in a dark closet. We're
That'll
like,
be-
well, you can't see me.
That'll be good, Heather. If you're coming to How Long Bay, we can take like a group picture of the four of us and see how it turns out.
We could do like every other and see what happens.
This would be like harsh shadows on everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
It was always funny when we did like family pictures of the four of us, the kids and us,
Yeah,
because
they're in between us.
they're like in the middle of what we look like, and basically you just always look like Casper in the picture, and then there's like the three of us.
Oh wait, hey, Jeff Melson is here. Now we have to extend the chat. Okay.
Just for you, Jeff.
Just for you, Jeff, because we were just talking about how there's only 4 people that have the orange star next to their name, and Jeff is one of them. And Jeff is actually the very first member of this channel. So
Congratulations, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff, for being the first person to believe in us.
And become a member of the channel.
So yeah, and the funny thing is, like, Jeff is a month ahead of everybody else. So like for a whole month, Jeff was the only member, and I think what that tells me is like people always are like, they want things to take off right away. It doesn't. Nothing.
Yeah.
When you're trying to build something, it takes time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody go check out Jeff's YouTube exploits as well.
That's right.
Yeah, Jeff. Oh, you missed it. Jeff's also the inspiration for the Iceland-Norway cruise. So
That's right.
we did say that you'll have to go back and see. I let it slip that we are doing
Blabbermouth here.
we're doing an Iceland and Norway cruise next summer, and so we're gonna have details in the next week or two. And I think that was your idea, Jeff. You said that a week or two ago, and I started looking into it, and I was like, this looks really good. So yeah, we're gonna make that happen, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
So
Shanzi, down below is the link for the points, for the IHG points. Link is in the description down below. And if anybody wants to become a member and be cool like Jeff and Monica and the Traveling Hatter and everybody else, Robert and the gang, if you want to become a member of the channel, we do have member-only videos. I just shot 2 that I haven't edited because I've just been chilling for a couple of days. I'm going to edit those. I'll have some more members-only videos going up, and then we also have lots of other fun things for you guys as well, just for members of the YouTube channel. If you want to do that, that's also down in the description. If you want to be a member of the channel, you can sign up for that.
There's so many people on this chat.
Dragon Mom too.
Yeah, Dragon Mom with the yellow star. There's so many people on this chat from the group cruise that it feels like we're back in.
It feels like it's just a group cruise chat. So thank you everybody else who's in on this.
It's 1 a.m. so it's 1 a.m. here. So I feel like we're at the Vista Lounge. We're gonna start doing some dancing. That is how I lost my voice. Shri claims she has video of us dancing.
Oh boy.
So
Let's keep that under wraps.
We need to keep that under wraps.
What happens in the Vista Lounge stays in the Vista Lounge, you guys.
Hey, Calistro is now gold.
Gold. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, Shanzi, that's enough. All you have to be is a member.
Yeah.
And you can buy them. So, all right, we do need to go to bed,
All right,
though.
I am going to bed. I am tired now.
We just had to extend it for Jeff.
So that's right. Special little extension for Jeff.
But happy to have everybody on here. Great to see you. We will be back next week, same time, same level. So Tammy's asking about the orange and the yellow. They're not levels. It's how many months they've been a member.
Yeah.
So it's the colors denote who's been a member the longest. And the orange, there's only 4 people with orange. There've been 2 of them are right on the screen right now, Monica and Jeff. Robert's from New York City is the other one. Those 3 have been the member the longest. So it doesn't have anything to do with what level you are.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, now we are going to bed.
Okay.
All right.
Good night.
Will we see them next week? We'll see you next week. All right. See you guys next week. Have a good day, night, morning.
Stay warm.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye.